Did you just jump at me? You got some pretty eyes. You're pretty. Okay, just kidding. As much as I hoped and prayed that that would turn out for the best, it didn't. What's a turtle? Turtles? There's a bunch of turtles. Look, I got a whole herd. Look at this. I'll probably lead them all the way back to my house. I don't want to do that. Hi friends, Brienne here on Morrow Hill, and I'm carrying a couple scoops and containers, you know, that I sometimes use to carry Scratch over to this other chicken yard from the barn. Now I really need to come up with a better system for that, but that's not the point. I grabbed these out of the back of the side-by-side because I bring them over to this other yard and never back to the pasture. And I got them out of the back of the side-by-side because I decided to feed on foot today. And now as I make my way around, everybody is going to think that I have something before I ever do. Listen, I've been thinking a lot, okay? I've been thinking a lot about the bird situation I've been facing. Because my bird situation now spans far wider than just around the barn, than just around the horse barn and the feed barn. It goes all the way now to my chicken yard for my chickens. So as I watched them all kind of teeter-totter down here from my back porch, I had a lot of time to really think. And the thought process kind of went in the direction of, we always have a choice in life, right? How we're gonna handle things, how we're gonna think about things. And I personally don't really like the idea of dealing with all the geese and all the extra ducks, and I don't know what to do about it. So as I think about how I'm going to handle it, I have options, of course. I could call Ellie and Megan and I could moan and cry about their birds coming over and ask them to lock them up and make it a whole big ordeal, right? Or I could just go ahead and decide that I can embrace it. I can try to make friends with them and figure out a system to make it still work for me. I can take advantage of, we'll just give them some privacy. I can have the advantages of the ducks and geese. Can someone tell me what the advantages of geese is? What the advantages are? Can y'all tell me so I can find the silver lining? I can take advantage of that without feeling the responsibility, I guess, to house them. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? So until they become an actual problem that I can't solve, I will deal with it and manage it and embrace it and figure out how exactly to live with it, because I don't know. Right now, the only real issue I have is that they run the goats and Bob completely off of their feed. There are so many ducks and geese coming at one time that they just kind of bombard them over there, and all of them leave. So now every time I feed, I have to stand guard. But I can fix that. I mean, at this point, really, it's counting on someone else to do the work to keep all of these birds out of here, or doing the work myself to keep these birds out of here, at which point I think it would be less work to just give my goats a more secure place to eat. You know? Was it all a load of baloney or what? Was I just being too optimistic, huh? Huh? Because I was trying to be optimistic, but we draw a line somewhere. I'm not a doormat. Get out of here. I was going to be nice and give you some more Scratch, but you just want to... be mean. Let's go, Barbara. Come on, baby. All right, I think that the ducks and I could probably coexist, but the geese, that's not gonna cut it. Okay. I'm coming. Yo, I love that chicken, okay? It's just so funny looking. Okay. All right. It took some work, but we fed them all. I gave them a long line of all flock feed right there. It's good for the ducks, the geese. Oh shoot, sorry. It's good for chickens. Look at it, look at them. And they left the goats, right? Yeah, look at that. Look at us go. It is peaceful. No, you leave them alone. Y'all are not out of food yet. You leave them alone. It's peaceful, even if it's only for a second. Hey, are y'all ready to eat? Come on, chickens. I'm coming. I'm coming. Are you coming? Yeah, strut that stuff. Come on, you coming? They're just now heading back to check out the goat feeders. But Ro has already made it over there. I'd imagine everyone's just about done. Yep. I just fed y'all. So we're just hanging out now or what? You want me to go get you a different kind of snack? You didn't? Okay. You just thought I had something interesting? All right then. Well, that's my dinner, so I'll be right back, okay? Well, don't y'all look pretty and handsome? Two of you look handsome. Are y'all getting along out here? I'm gonna have to do something about this rooster situation eventually. Oh, look, because there's another one. Apparently, he has taken the silkies as his flock, and they are left having to share a hen. But I am actually going on a walk because I have two different bird situations to talk to you all about. I got a comment on one of my last couple videos that Ellie and Megan maybe had seen Chucky Ducky down here, or maybe that this commenter had seen Chucky Ducky in one of Ellie and Megan's videos. I'm not sure. And I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I'm also not going to say that it's a fact. Oh yeah, no, I'll just stop right here, man. No problemo. Well then why did you just come in? Anyways, what I was saying, Chucky Ducky is a Muscovy, just like so many of the other ducks that have been coming over the pasture, okay? And he does look so very similar to many of those other ducks. So could it be a very understandable mistake? Yes. Could Chucky Ducky be over here? I looked, but yeah, I suppose he could be over here. I suppose I could have missed something. So we're just gonna walk over towards the pond. We're gonna walk around the pond and take a little closer look to see if maybe I missed him or if he's over here. Because like I said before, I don't feel like I'm doing everything I can for my animals if I don't come and look for him. He belonged to me, and I don't feel like I could just count him out. Got some chickens. Those are the two ducks that were just over here. That's not Chucky. Hey, that one in the back is my little friend, but also not Chucky. Neither of those are Chucky. I'm just looking in the water for a second. We'll go back up here. Oh, yeah, those are all geese and a pig. We've got a few Muscovies coming up here. None of them are my Chucky. What's he doing out there? Drying his feathers? What's a turtle? Turtles? There's a bunch of turtles. There's a ton of turtles. Let's cover all the bases though and finish our little walk around. I think it was drying its wings so it could fly. It kind of skied across the top of the water a couple times before it finally made it up in the air. That's fun. I made it all the way, well, not all the way around the pond. I stopped before I could disturb all the geese, okay? But I didn't see any sign of my Chucky Duck. I feel like you just jumped at me. Did you just jump at me? You got some pretty eyes. You're pretty. Okay, just kidding. Why did she just bend her neck at me like that? Went through my pasture up at that corner and then came around this way because that was the way that I could stay away from her, because I don't think she likes me very much, okay? But I think if I continue my journey down to the other pond, she can definitely come into that other pasture, that big pasture, and get me if she wanted to. I'm just gonna keep walking and pray that she don't want to. Listen, your girl can jump a fence, okay? I'll just hug real close to the fence, because if she starts coming in hot behind me, I could jump a fence. Oh no, she can't get me in here. Look, I was worried for no reason. That gate opens up into this pasture here. All those gates are closed. I'm fine. Hey, goats. This right there, that first white colored goat behind me, is that a billy goat? Because it was just doing all kinds of snorting and hollering at me that I did not like. But look, I got a whole herd. Look at this. Probably lead them all the way back to my house. I don't want to do that. There's no ducks down here. I'm just actually gonna take a walk back home. Y'all coming too? There's no ducks back here. That's what I was looking. What? That was so cute how they were all just looking at me. That was adorable. Hey, oh, are y'all taking me back now? Excuse me. Who was, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Is that who was snorting at me? Because that's definitely... Excuse me. That's definitely a girl goat, I think. Maybe you were snorting. I don't know. Can I see? I'm just curious now. Oh yeah. It was definitely probably you. I guess we are landing on that was a case of mistaken identity, or maybe he was here and I just missed him and now he's wandered somewhere else. But I had to follow the tip. Now I'm walking the long way back home, about to cross through this gate, and I have to lose all my little goaty friends. Can you let me just squeeze through here and don't headbutt me? Okay. It's fun hanging out. Oh, look. Even the donkeys made it up. The second I stepped back over the fence, they started hooting and hollering at me like they're protecting this pasture. But no, it's mine, not yours. Go protect yours. I need to get out of here because I don't know what has done it. Maybe all that hooting and hollering from those geese I was talking about. But these bees are not happy, and gotta go. I almost thought that this was Chucky Ducky as he was wandering over from afar, because of the fact that he just kept coming over. Now I see they all just don't give a crud. But as he got closer, he looks significantly older and larger. Maybe not larger, maybe just shaped a little differently, but the red, what are those called on the Muscovies? They're called something. I don't think that Chucky Ducky is quite old enough for his to be that pronounced. So still no news on that one. It's not feed time yet. It's like barely 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Were y'all missing one? You had to round her up too? She didn't come over with the rest of them. They went and got her and come back. I mean, it's barely 4. I can go ahead and feed. I guess it's not like it's too early, but I was hoping for like maybe another hour, hour and a half. Are you starving? Are you just gonna come all the way to the house or what? And the last update I have for y'all is that of a little mockingbird. Now that I've had a little bit of time to process that, I can talk about it much easier. And unfortunately, as much as I hoped and prayed that that would turn out for the best, it didn't. And those last video clips that I made of it right before I was going to put G's shelf together, and I was sitting in the garage with it, and we saw it drink a little bit of water. We were sharing in some of the last moments of that little mockingbird's life. I don't know why or how, and that is probably why people like me should not be attempting to rehab things like mockingbirds who apparently are very fragile. I did have plans to reach out to a wildlife rehabilitator if I had had time to do so. And I think, matter of fact, you're not even supposed to capture, which is what I did. I rescued it, but I did capture it. But I really don't believe that I had another option. If I had taken the only other option of leaving it where it was, there was a cat on standby literally waiting for it, and the fate would have been the same. So I did the best I could, and I made the decision that I thought was best, and it just didn't turn out how we had hoped. But I thought that y'all deserved that update because it did have a few comments wondering about the mockingbird. Those are all my bird updates for the afternoon though. You know, I had just recently made a video about how I was ready to give up on birds. I have had it up to here with birds. And it's like right when I said that, I said, I'm thinking about giving up on these dang chickens. I'm giving up on these birds. And God said, no, you are not. Here's all these ducks. Learn to love them. Y'all have a good day.